you're feeling, don't care who you are being. All I know is that you seem upset. You seem upset. I don't know why he left. Made a mistake he'll regret. Sometimes we don't see what we have until there's nothing left. What you do to me, love me so tenderly, come so naturally to you. You're the one for me, never thought it could be. Sometimes we fall, don't know what hit us at all. You don't have to be dismayed, the game's already played. No more nights alone, I swear. Just call on me, I'm there. Friends say I'm a fool, but it's you I choose. A love so genuinely, with you I can't lose. Don't know what you're feeling, don't care who you are being. All I know is that you seem upset. You seem upset. I don't know why he left. Made a mistake he'll regret. Sometimes we don't see what we have until there's nothing left. Look for pleasure, not pain. Sunshine, not rain. Tell me why you shy away when I come close. Too afraid to let me in. He's done, I'll set you free. Don't know how someone could do you like this. It pains me to see your love disappear. I know I can love you right and get you through this fight. He's sleeping with this lie, so I guess you're cutting ties. No if and but, so why tell him he has been denied? Don't know what you're feeling, don't care who you are being. All I know is that you seem upset. You seem upset. I don't know why he left. Made a mistake he'll regret. Sometimes we don't see what we have until there's nothing left.
Kissing on your body, baby. Ready to rock you world. Ready for you to be my girl. Don't you hesitate. Been waiting for this moment, babe. Ready for you to be my lady. No more waiting, babe. Don't know why you keep playing games. I'm ready for you to say my name. And I'm in it, baby. Bump and grind, we waste no time. You and me been on my mind.
Don't know what you're feeling, don't care who you are being. All I know is that you
Welcome to the DJZ podcast. Y'all know before we do anything, y'all know we got to take care of those sponsors. Shout out to Smooth House TV. Oh yeah, boy, we in season 3 still, and we celebrated. Season 3 House TV is the smoothest place on earth.
Also, shout out to CP Productions, man. Shout out to CP Productions, Curly Peter, where imaginations meet reality.
Oh yeah. Also, man, shouts out to the Smooth House Music Group. You take care of the music, we'll take care of the business. Smooth House Music Group at gmail.com.
Also, shout out to the Roll-Up Show. Also, shout out to the Roll-Up Show, man. Every Tuesday night, 8:30, 7:30 Central. You never know where or what they will be rolling up. So make sure you tune in to the Roll-Up Show.
Oh, yeah. Also, man, shouts out to the little brother, the motivational forward on the month of the clothing brand, FML Clothing. Faith makes living. Ain't walking in faith. Nope. Can't walk with us.
Facts.
Big facts.
Also, shout out to Urban Beat Films, man. Urban Beat Films, crafting visions into reality scene by scene.
Also, man, shout out on this Saturday. It's kickoff for the Elephant Bar with CC. It kicks off Saturday. Ready. I just seen some of it is ready. It's going to be something different. But right there, ready. It's the Things Can't Say podcast. Oh, yeah. It's the Things Can't Say podcast. We ready. Let's go. welcome to the show. Welcome to the Things You Can't Say podcast. Mr. Unique and that dude right there. That's the little brother, the little homie, the best friend, and the business partner. That's the motivational poet. What's up, bro?
Man, what's good? What's good, bro? You already know. Happy to be here. And can you hear me well?
Yeah, but something cutting out. Go ahead, you good.
I got food on my lips.
You good.
What about now? Am I good?
Good.
All right, yeah, man. You know, happy to be here, man. You know, it's Monday, brother. We back, baby. Back. How about you, bro? How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm excited, ready to get into what we got to get into. But before we get into anything, you know, we got to holler at our people. YouTube, like, share, comment, and subscribe. We see y'all YouTube comes for doing what you do. We sees it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Facebook, we need those hearts and those stars. We see y'all too. LinkedIn, Twitch, X, TikTok, Instagram, man, everybody. Welcome. Thank y'all for hanging with us tonight. And tonight, if you saw Free Talk Friday, then you know what we gonna vibe on today. If you didn't,
only if you look.
Only if you look. If you didn't, we got something for you. I feel like this. Let's just jump right on into it, right? Let's get on.
Yeah,
we got a lot to talk, so let's just jump right into it. Let's go. So, I feel as though if it's anybody, we have all kinds of stories, religious texts. Everybody got their own story, right? Everybody got their own story, right?
Facts.
But if it's one story that I feel like should get everybody's ear, it would probably be somebody who been around before anybody.
Yep.
Maybe the first man ever made. Maybe, just maybe.
You might be on to something. You definitely might be on to something.
I think I would want to hear his story.
Yeah.
Right?
I would. Yeah.
I would.
Because he's gonna say something that hasn't been said. He's gonna say something that hasn't been said. He's gonna give us knowledge that hasn't been heard. You understand? He's going to take us through a road that we haven't seen before, because of the simple fact that it's not riding along the same line as what they wanted us to believe and what they wanted us to see or whatever. It's on its own road, and because of that, it pops off a different way. It's a different flavor. It's a different vibe. It's a different feeling. You know, when you read in the Apocrypha of Adam, you know, and I feel like it's a really good book. And like you said, it's definitely somebody that I would want to hear something from, because he was the first man, as we know. Let's make sure we say that. The first man, as we know, on this planet.
Right. I feel like you said that, and a lot of people are like, well, what's Apocrypha of Adam? That ain't no. It is. The Apocrypha of Adam is one of the books that was found in the Nag Hammadi library in Nag Hammadi, Egypt. And what you have to realize and what you have to understand is there are different sectors of Christianity before what we have now, right?
Right. Facts.
There was different Christians worshiped and believed a different way.
Yeah.
Right.
Facts.
Some of the ways that other people believed, other people didn't believe it. Right.
Right.
And so you had people, because when you do your research, you'll find out that the Apocrypha of Adam is Adam talking to his son Seth.
Yes.
Right. And these people are called. They were a Christian sect called the Sethians. This was before Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. This was before the flood. This was before any major event even really took place. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but it is a major event that took place within this book. But yeah, you'll find that part out. But besides that, any other major event, this was way before it, bro.
Right.
This was way before that.
Right. So it was it's something. It was written in Coptic, so of course it had to be in C because it was so old. What gives these books credibility is, as we're gonna see, some of the words and things are missing, so some of the sentences are incomplete. So it'll jump around, and they have it. It wasn't on paper; it was on plates. So you'll see instead of saying book or chapter, it'll say plate.
Plate, right?
It'll say plate 37, plate 38, right?
Yeah.
Because that's how they. So it's this is directly off the plate. Ain't nothing been added, right?
Right.
And it's not supposed to exist, but it used to exist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was so bad that the other side of Christians, the other Christians, killed everybody that believed this way and said, "Hey, this shit." Right now.
Mm-hmm.
It was Christian on Christian crime because really these folks didn't believe the way we believe. They didn't do it the way we believe, but they say they Christians. Boom. Right? So with that being said, knowing that we now have different sides of Christianity, now it brings to our attention forward, and this makes you say, well, what these books said that was so bad?
Right. Because like you said, now we're sitting at a point where we got two different views. We got two different views on, per se, one book. And
one religion.
Or one religion, there we go. Or one religion.
Right.
But what would make, the Apocrypha of Adam so significant and strong is because, like you said, it's never been tainted with. So everything that we're reading out of this is original. It's in its original words. It's nothing, taken out or, messed with or anything like that. Right. So we get a chance to see the fullness of what was said back in those days.
And so nothing been added in, and that's what was done with the Bible, where it was blank space or something that was said that they fitted in and made it fit. You can't do that, right?
No.
So what is it?
No.
What is the apocalypse of Adam, right? What is the apocalypse of Adam? It's Adam simply is talking to his son Seth, right? He talking to Seth, right? And he talking to Seth about Adam is about 700 years old, right? Mm-hmm. So he's sitting down at 700 and saying, "Let me talk to you," right? And he talks about the God who created them, named Sakia, right?
Yeah.
And he goes into and talks about how they was one with the eternal God, and this God who created them. You finna see, I almost gave it too much.
Yeah, that's why.
But he also is talking about how a flood would destroy the earth. This is before anything happens, right?
Yeah.
So now it gives it more credibility for it because now it's got a story in it that you are familiar with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Real talk. Yeah.
It's got a story you're familiar with. So because it's got a story you're familiar with,
yeah, kind of makes it a little bit more, credible.
It does, a whole lot more credible. So again, we said it's a plate, right?
Yeah.
Because it was written, it's what it was written on. It was written on plates. The apocalypse of Adam, the revelation which Adam taught his son Seth in the 700th year. So I asked the question earlier on the TikTok. Did God lie in the garden? What did God say, right? He told him that he will surely die. He did not die. People say he was talking about spiritually, but that's not what the text says.
Right.
Right? Don't say that. It said that for the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die. Right?
That's what it says.
They did not die. They did not eat from that tree because they had a fear of death, dying.
Yes.
Okay. So now we know he didn't die because he in the 700 year talking to himself. Listen to my words, my son self. When God had created me from the earth along with Eve, your mother, I walked about with her in a glory which she had seen from the eons we were from. So right there, he already said that we ain't even from here. Right?
Somewhere else.
She taught me a word of knowledge of the eternal God. And we were as great as the eternal gods. So hold on. Wait. They're not poet. He's not talking about Yahweh, is he?
No. They said the eternal God. That's the God within.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
He said, for we, look, for we were higher than the God who made us.
Yeah, that's what it said. And no. Yeah, no. It said, and the powers with him whom we did not know. We don't even know the powers that came with him. We don't even we can't set sight on this because we don't know that power because we are higher than him. The power that he came in on.
We don't know it.
See it.
He said, he said, then the God, lowercase, the ruler of the archons and the power separated us in wrath. So the creator God, Yahweh, because that's what Yahweh is the creator, right? So
yeah.
He's saying Yahweh separated us in wrath. Then we became 2 eons, and the glory that was in our hearts left us, me and your mother Eve, along with the first knowledge that breathed in us. Hold it. Wait a minute. Wait. Let's put that back on the screen. And let's go. Let's go back to see. A lot of people saying that's that. No, let's go back. He said 16. For we were higher than the God who made us.
Yeah.
We were higher than the God who made us, and the powers with him
we don't know. We are higher than the God who created us.
We are higher than the God who created us. Right?
Which means that he had power, but his power wasn't surely enough to give them the full essence of what they needed. So he only did one part of creating, but that higher part came from a higher power.
Right. So what this is, like we said, it was other sects of Christianity. Other Christians back in time, ancient time, believed different ways, but they were still Christian.
Yeah.
These people who believed in this or who read this were called Sethians because they believed from reading this that the creator God, Yahweh, was an evil being. And the reason why they say that was because Adam was telling them that.
Yeah.
The other sect of Christianity was saying, no, that's not what happened. Well, how you know yours is right?
Right.
Yours do mention my guy. Mine just say what else happened after your guy kicked him out the garden.
Yeah.
We get inside of the story.
Yeah.
We see the
fullness.
Right.
Yeah.
So it would be Adam, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It would be. But I mean, you can't really argue with it when right there it says that she taught him a knowledge from the eternal God.
12. Yeah.
I mean, how else can you get that knowledge? You know what I'm saying? Unless it comes from within. It's eternal.
That's why they were stronger than, because the creator didn't realize what he was creating. Exactly. You was creating something that was stronger than you. That's why he told them in the garden, don't eat from the tree of knowledge, because you're going to die.
Right. He was trying to scare them with fear.
Yeah.
He was trying to scare them with fear.
He said, for we were higher than the God who created us. Who's the creator of God? See,
it's right there.
Don't get mad at me and poet. We didn't write it.
No, it's right there. And you can go look it up.
And you can go look it
up. Go look it up. Yeah.
If you're gonna take this and throw it out, you gotta take your Bible and throw it out.
Exactly. Because what's in here is teaching you. What's in here is teaching you way more than what the other Bible is teaching you. Because this is coming straight from Adam. This ain't John, Jacob, and all that. Nah, bro. It's from Adam.
I got the argument though, poet. Adam didn't write this. Neither did anybody who the books in the Bible are named after. But yet you still. We know Moses wrote the first 5 books. Moses wasn't in creation, and he was dead at the end of the last 2 books. Well, God gave him divine revelation on every single event exactly. He don't even say that. You putting that in there.
Yeah, that's how it is.
He said, poet, the God, the ruler of the archons and the power, he separated us in Ram 22.
He surely did. Yeah, I'm good.
Because he said, oh shit. Before they realized I'm stronger than them. Because they was all.
Let me go ahead.
Adam and Eve was. That's the only way they could be separated is if they was hermaphrodite. The feminine and the male energy was together.
He had separated.
So he had to separate it, thinking if he separated it. But what he did was made something stronger, because now it's 2 of them.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Let me tell them, if they eat this, before they realize what's going on, they realize how smart and what they have and who they are. Let me tell them, if they do this, they're going to die.
Yeah.
Now you pick up the story in the garden where you hear God telling Adam, don't eat from all this. You can eat this, but don't eat from the tree of knowledge. Because if you eat from the tree of knowledge, you will surely die.
Yeah.
That's what he told him.
Yeah, that's what he told him.
He's not talking about a dying 1,000 years. No, he said when you read it, you took it the same way I took it. The moment they eat it, they gonna die. That's what they thought, because that's what they was told.
Yeah. But it didn't happen that way.
But it didn't happen that way.
That's why they ate it. And they seen that once they ate it, it was like mushrooms. They came to life, baby.
Right.
They came to life.
So now you got Adam, right? So now you got Adam. And Adam, hold on, I'm trying to put this thing back. Now you got Adam, right? And Adam now is sitting down talking to himself and saying, man, look, me and your mom was one together, right? And we was happy. We was with the Elohim. We was just like them. We were them. They were us, right? We were created, and we was, but when the Creator made us, he realized he fucked up, as he did in the Bible, and said, oh man, now he tried to separate us because he was mad. Because he tried to weaken us. Paul, ain't that what he's saying?
Yeah. That's exactly what he's saying.
Me nor you
That's
wrote
exactly what he's saying. No, we didn't write it. But that's exactly what he's saying. That's exactly what he's saying. He was upset because we were more powerful than he was. And like you said, before all of that happened, he had to try to come up with a plan to try to figure out something to throw some fear in there so they'll believe me. But it didn't work.
It didn't work. Because Satan came and see, hold on. So now, wait a minute. Let's look at the story. Okay.
Bring it back.
Let's look at the story after we pay these bills. It's the things you can't say podcast. Mr. Unique and motivational poet. Woo. Apocalypse of Adam, we told y'all. Yeah, we told y'all.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be back.
Welcome to a world where sophistication meets seduction, where intellect ignites desire, the eloquent bar, where the conversation is as captivating as our hosts. Join us for a journey through the realms of love, lust, and everything in between. We'll delve into the complexities of relationships, explore the depths of desire, and share stories that will leave you breathless. Be prepared for the unexpected. This is a space where boundaries blur and passions ignite. You never know where the conversation will lead, but one thing's for sure, it will be unforgettable. So fasten your seatbelt and let's embark on this thrilling adventure together. The Eloquent Bar, where the grown, sexy, and elegant come for that mind-tingling conversation. Subscribe, like, share.
Are you ready to dive into the juiciest, dankiest, and most mind-blowing conversations? Well, grab your favorite strand, roll it up tight, and get ready to elevate your podcast experience. Whether it's the latest movies, music, game, or trend, we've got you covered with our hot takes, honest opinions, and hilarious banters. Join us every week as we roll up the best stories, interviews, and insights from our guests and experts. The Roll-Up Show is the ultimate destination for fans of pop culture, comedy, and fun. So tune in, sit back, and get ready to roll with us. The Roll-Up Show. Come by. Are you ready to dive into the juiciest, dankiest, and most mind-blowing conversations? Well, grab your favorite strand.
I don't know why that happened, but welcome back. Welcome back to the Things You Can't Say podcast. Tonight's conversation, motivational poet. We are in the apocalypse of Adam.
Yeah. Right there.
What is the apocalypse of Adam? Okay. The apocalypse of Adam comes from another sect of Christianity that used to be around called the Sethians, right?
Yeah.
Different sect. It was Christianity had different branches, right? They had different, they had different, but they was all under Christianity, right?
Yeah.
And this Christianity crew, the Sethians, had a Bible, or we'll say Bible, but they had religious texts that they governed their lives by, right?
Yeah.
And you had the other ones that had their religious texts that they governed their lives by, right?
Right. Yeah.
They didn't bother them. They believed what they believed, and they went about their life doing things the way that they believed.
Right.
But this side over here didn't like what they were saying about their God. Right?
Yeah.
So they was like, wait a minute. Anybody who do this, you got to go. Because this was actually not even supposed to exist. It has not been touched in 2,000 years.
Yeah. It's real.
Which means it's more closer to the time of Jesus than you are.
Fact, dog. Which, like you just said, it puts more credibility to it because of the time frame.
Right.
And not only the time frame, because of the stories.
Right.
Because of what we're seeing, because of what we're hearing, because how we're able to say, oh, okay, and we can put two and two together, like he talk about the flood, and and he go on down and he talk about real serious things, that we're seeing today. So that right there is crazy.
Right. And see, he gets into it, but he even gets into later on. He gets into the flood itself, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Again, we was reading the book about Adam, and look, he said we was higher than the God. 16, for we were higher than God who made us, and the power of him we did not know. 22, he said he separated us in wrath. Then we became two eons. So at first they were one.
They were one. That's what he said.
And the glory that was in them left them, along with the first knowledge that was breathed into them. Watch this. It say, and it fled from us. We don't know what it say, Paul, because it's a big gap.
It is.
And then it come back a little later and say, which did not come. So we don't know what the rest of the story is.
Yeah, we don't.
But we know enough of the story to say, okay, so apparently, let's see. Adam and Eve used to be apparently some type of way they was connected to each other, because he said, I walked with her in a glory which we had seen from the eons. She taught him something. He said, and we were higher than the God who made us. So right there, we already know who's the God that made Adam.
Yeah.
The God of the Bible.
Yeah. Because in another form it says the God who created us. So to really put the point right there, say the God who created us, divided us. Who is the creator? Who is the God? Come on now.
But look, something else, Paul. He also established another God as well.
Yeah.
God that he established was the eternal God.
Right.
We never heard of the eternal God.
Right.
He said she taught the word of knowledge of the eternal God.
Right.
Then he said,
never talked about that. Never talked about the eternal God in church, brother. Never talked about that. Never even heard of that. My first time learning about the eternal God is when I actually read this. And I was like, what? And I had a feeling because, I mean, it says it.
Right. It's in hand.
Yeah, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You know, and like we always say, he talks about the birds, you know, being you if it's in the heavens, and the fish, and the fish being you if it's in the sea or whatever. You know, he said, but it's in you and around you. You know what I'm saying? So that let me know that the kingdom of heaven is at hand, which means that the eternal God is within us, which means that we are gods. Because he said, ye are gods. If you wasn't, I wouldn't have said so.
You said,
we got to put all of this, into the mix.
All of it, right? So look, again, we said, it was written in, it wasn't chapters and books. They was found on plates.
Yeah.
Found on plates. So that's why you see it say plate 64, plate 6. So 65, he said, for from this eon, some of it's not going to make sense because it's old text. And they didn't put nothing in. So it's supposed to. He said, remember, it's been buried for 2,000 years in the desert.
Yeah. It's supposed to be chopped.
Right.
But you know what? Before you go any further, we thankful that we got this much. We're thankful that we got this much juice and goodness that we're able to at least see what was being said, what direction he was going in, and it definitely wasn't religion. It was more spirituality. And if we read down, if we get there tonight, you will see. And if not, we own it the whole week, so you're going to see it.
Right. Oh, you're going to see it. So look, he said 65, plate 65. For from this eon which we were from, I and your Eve mother, but it went into the seed of the great eon. For this reason, I myself have called you by the name of the man who is the seed of the great generation, or from when he comes. He said, after the day, the eternal God of the knowledge of truth was far from me and your mother, because he separated. Don't.
He said the eternal. Yeah. He said the eternal knowledge of the God of truth was far from me and your mother. You're right. Right. Because of the separation.
And from the time on, we were taught about dead works like men. They were scared because the God who had created them was telling them dead things.
That's when the fear came in. That's when the fear came in.
They were scared. He said, from time on, we were taught about dead works like men. He said, then we recognized the God who had created us. For we were not strangers to his power, and we served him in fear and bondage. Hold on. Wait.
Fear and bondage, fear and in slavery. It's the same.
He said, 9. After those days, the eternal knowledge of the God of truth was far from me and your mother. The eternal knowledge of the God of truth was far from me and your mother Eve. From that time on, we were taught about dead works like men. Right? So he's saying, we knew something, but when we got separated, the knowledge left us quickly. He had to do something before we realized who we was.
Right.
So the only thing he taught us was dead things. What did he tell them in the Bible?
Yeah.
For the day you eat, you
will surely die. Facts. That's definitely what that is.
About dead works like men.
Negative.
See, this is why people. We know Adam existed, right? But we don't get a chance to hear Adam's story.
Right.
Remind you that people were killed for believing this.
Yeah. But you see why. You see why they were killed for believing it, because it puts another look on the God that's in the Bible. And when that happens, it causes an uproar. And then when that happens.
But we're not saying no name. We're not saying what God. All I'm saying is what Adam said. Adam said the God who created us. I know from Christianity that is Yahweh.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if we try to put it in or out. It doesn't matter, because it is what it is. Because of what Adam is saying, we're seeing that, okay, we're getting more information and maybe even justice here on this side than when we read the other side. We're being more ashamed and shackled into being in this straight path right here. And if you go outside of this, you're going to fall. But over here, it teaches us that it's a more spiritual thing. It's about the knowledge that you receive from the eternal God, because that's the one that you need to realize and recognize. Not the creator God, because of course he's evil, because he divided them in wrath, because they were higher, knowledgeable, powerful than he was.
Right. He said that he taught us works about all they was taught was dead works.
So it's almost like not even almost like, it's like he divided them and reprogrammed them. Exactly what he did. He divided them and then he reprogrammed them into what he wanted them to believe and think like.
Right. And see, this is where Christianity do. Christianity says the story of Adam is what it is in the Bible. It's not a deviation from it. If it don't say it happened, it don't happen. So Adam didn't have a life. So basically, Adam just what was going on? This is telling a story. And you can follow the story because, go ahead.
I was gonna say it, but if you really realize it, and if you put two and two together, over there in the Bible, in the Christianity world, they did the same thing to Yahweh. They didn't put the full story in. Oh, it's Jesus. Let me say it. Let me just be on.
Yeah.
They didn't do the full story of Jesus. They only gave us half of that. They only gave us a few splats of that for us to, feel that we can be as great as he was, even though they didn't give us the full story. Well, it's the same thing with Adam. We didn't get the full story of Adam. He came, he did a couple things, then he was out of there. And it's like, what?
That's it.
Well, what?
Whoa. It was made brand new, didn't know shit. Fucked up. God knew he was gonna fuck up. Got put out the garden and never lived a life again.
We don't know, but yet we see that he got a son. What? When did all this come about? Let's go.
Dead works.
Yeah.
He said, then we recognize the God who created us. That's when Lucifer, Satan, came and said, hold on. He told y'all was gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's been teaching us is dead things. Like if we ain't gonna die. The fuck he tell you gonna die for?
Yeah. I mean, but
go ahead.
I was gonna say, but then you see, after he was telling them those dark things, that it darkened their heart, bro.
Right. Because look at 21. Look at 20. We served him in fear and bondage. And after these things, we were darkened in our heart. What did Noah tell his folks when they got off the ark? He said, serve him in fear and slavery. I didn't write it. Right? Yeah. What did he say to Abraham after he made him wait 125 years to have a son? Let the son grow up. Then say, I'm just playing. So go kill him. I'm just playing.
I see you feel me.
He said, I don't see. He didn't say love. He said, I see
you fear me.
Fear.
That's what he said. He put that effort out there.
Fear. They forced to love something that they fear. They're scared of this dude. Whoever this dude is that created Adam and Eve, they're scared of him.
Yeah. Forcefully.
Yeah, they scared of him.
Forcefully. Yeah. I mean, because think about it. Think about how he's thinking. Damn, I created something that's more powerful than me. Nah, I gotta hurry up and do something to bring that power down so that I can look like the big bad wolf. Because right now I don't. They powers are overshadowing mine, and they got me looking weak. No. Let me go back and divide them. So now that I can look strong, now I can pour negative things into them. I mean, it makes sense.
Look at the left side. I'm finna tie in what you just said. Let's put that story together right there. Look at the left side on 20. Look at the left side on, hold on. Left side on 20. All right, look at the left side on 20. He said, then the God, the ruler of the archons and the power separated us in wrath, right?
Yeah.
And when he separated them in wrath, look at this, look over. He said, in 10, the eternal knowledge of the God, because they were separated in wrath, right? The eternal knowledge of the God of the truth was far from them.
Yeah. It's gone.
It was gone.
Everything. Right? Power, the knowledge.
It was, he said, and from that time on, we were taught about dead works like men.
Yeah.
We from that time on, we were taught about dead works like men. Then we recognized the God who created us, for we were not strangers to his power, and we served him in fear and bondage. Because they knew, because they did not know who they were. They knew that God had powers, who created them. That's what made them serve in fear and bondage.
Because he had to bring them back down. He had to bring them back down to a level where he's higher than them, man. That's why he said, for we were not strangers to his power, and we served him in fear and bondage to slavery.
So, Paul, if he said you're right, he said we were not. So that means something in the garden had to happen.
Right.
Where they saw the work of what would happen if you made him mad.
Yes, exactly.
So that's what made them serve in fear and bondage.
Fear and in slavery.
We were strangers to our powers, but we wasn't strangers to his.
Yeah, we see his, and now we see. Yeah, whoa, don't do that. Well, of course,
if he
because
said don't eat, you gonna die. Guess what?
You know what they seen? They
Everything.
they seen everything, and they seen the fact that we were one, and then he divided us. They seen that. That's what made them be fearful of him and serve him, because they like, oh snap, he got the power to divide us. Now I'm lost. I don't have my better half. Now I'm lost. Right. Now what do I do? Now you have to sit and be talked to like a little child and told negative things.
Right. Because he said from that time on, we were taught about dead works like men. Because the knowledge, when they were separated, the knowledge left them. After these days, the eternal knowledge of the God of truth was far from me and your mother, because we were taught about dead works like men.
It's just so much juice. It's just so much juiciness right here, just in this, man. Like I said, it doesn't like this. Just so much juice, man, and it feeds my brain and my soul, because it just makes sense the way we break it down and how we're able to go from this side to that side and then tie back to that and then bring it back. It all makes sense. It all makes sense.
Makes it. And you know Adam existed.
You know he existed. And now we see why they were fearful and afraid, because I feel, and I said I feel, it's not in there, but I feel that because he divided them, that's right there is what brought the fear on, because they like, nah, we were one just a few minutes ago, and now we're not.
Bro, they didn't even know they were one.
I give you that.
They didn't know it. All they
knew they just know something changed. Right.
Because at first, when they were together, that's why he said, me and your mom walked with her. They was one.
Yeah.
They was one. That's the only way they could be separated. That's how you get Eve.
Yeah.
Eve is the feminine energy of Adam.
Yeah. I agree.
Adam.
I agree.
Let wisdom have her perfect works.
And she definitely didn't come from no rib. Stop it.
He said, she taught me a word of the knowledge. Look at 13. And we were great like the angels, for we were higher than the God who created us. But when the God who created us noticed who we were, then the ruler of the icons, right? For we were higher than the God who made us. And the powers with him whom we did not know. Then the ruler of the archons separated us in wrath. And now one poet becomes two poets.
Yeah.
All that we had, we gone.
That glory, everything.
I'm a blank slate.
Yeah. An empty mind, ready to be filled with all of the dead talk.
And in that empty mind, we was taught about dead works like men, So because we were separated, the eternal knowledge of God was far from the truth. From that time on, we were taught about dead works like men. We were reprogrammed.
Yeah. We
were not strangers to his power. The one who created us.
Yeah. So go back to saying what you said. Something must have happened.
It worse.
Yeah, something must have happened that made them see that, and they was like, nah, we gonna just serve him in fear and slavery or bondage.
Because I'm a blank slate now, and all I'm being taught.
But you think what his words did, though? It darkened the hearts, bro.
And see, this is how you picture it. One body, male and female energy, right? That's what he said, because the yin and the yang. Yahweh saw, oh shit, I just made something like me. Let me go do, break them apart. Now, we standing there as zombies because we ain't got our senses back yet. He had to change our senses before our senses came back.
Right.
Because if our senses would have came back, we would have been like, wait a minute, what the fuck you just did to me?
Mm-hmm.
But before that could happen, he started teaching us about dead works, and we were scared of him because we saw, because we weren't strangers to what he could do.
Mm-hmm.
So we served him in fear and bondage. We had no idea that we used to be one, because he caught us before we remembered. It's like coming out of a coma and saying, oh shoot, what, like, and somebody catch you and say it's 1975, and you start, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, that's cruel.
Yeah.
That's cruel, boy.
Yeah, ain't nothing nice about that.
That is cruel, man.
It's jealousy.
That's cruel.
It's jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you say it,
that's jealousy, bro. That's cruel. I know y'all folks gonna be mad. Look, being poor didn't write this. Being poor just bring it to the masses. That's all we doing.
That's it, man.
And I feel like if we can hear everybody else's story, we can find out what Adam was talking about and find out what another sect of Christianity used to be. Again, this sect of Christianity predates the Christianity that we have now. These books are not even supposed to exist, so they have a lot of credibility because they was accidentally found, and anybody who was reading them was killed. They 2,000 years old.
Yeah.
Don't you want to hear what Adam got to say?
I definitely would. That's why it's so interesting. That's why it's so interesting to me to read that and to understand what he's saying and to, dissect it and break it down like we did tonight, because it's so much juiciness just in what we did tonight, bro. And it's so much more. That's the amazing part of it, bro. We ain't even really get into it. Oh, bro, we ain't really get into it, bro.
No, I say the good part for you on the road.
Yeah, we ain't even really get into it, bro. Like, it's some really good juice in it.
I say it is, because it's finna get better, because now he's finna go into more of his story now.
Yep.
He's sitting down, remember, he talking to his son Seth in their 700 years. We know Adam didn't die because the Bible tells us that he was put out the garden. The Bible didn't say he died.
Right. It definitely said he was put out the garden. It never said he died. That right there is
nothing
facts.
else about Adam.
No. He disappeared.
He just disappeared. And it jumps to a whole other story.
Yep.
We're in the apocalypse of Adam, man. Tomorrow is the roll-up show. Yeah, we do. We changing the format up. Being poet trying a new format. But we changing the format up. Tomorrow is the roll-up show. 8:37, 36. They're gonna jump more into the apocalypse of Adam. And then
you already know.
Yeah, we'll be back Wednesday with the Things Can't Say podcast. And don't forget, man, this Saturday we excited. This Saturday is the kickoff of the Eloquent Bar with CC with a grown people go for conversation. 10:30, 9:30 Central. It's gonna be a good one. All I can tell you, I'm gonna drop a hit on what it's gonna be about. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, find out. All I'm gonna say is Kegel. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Ooh.
Until tomorrow. Love y'all. Good night.
Good night.
Looking to record your next demo? D-Boy Records and Blacked Out Studios for all the things you need to record that perfect song. From mixing, mastering, producers, musicians, singers, and songwriters. Call 424-320-8675. Also, go check out the hot new project from D-Boy Records artist Tiffany Renee on all major streaming platforms. D-Boy Records, Blacked Out Studios. It's the place to free your mind.
Brought to you by
Vibes appeal, designed with the real queen in mind.
Smooth House TV. Catch the adventures of Curly P Monday through Friday, 12:11 Central. Saturday and Sunday, 2:1 Central. The Mr. Unique and Motivational Poet Show. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9-8 Central. The Roll-Up Show with Zeke. Tuesday, 8:30, 7:30 Central. The Mr. Unique Show. Thursday, 9-8 Central. Freestyle Friday, 9-8 Central. Also, you can catch us on Roku, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, even LinkedIn. Just go to Smooth House TV, the smoothest place on earth. Brought to you by
Mr. Unique Beef. Why not?
This is very emotional for me. Time's getting hard, but nobody wants to see. Everybody's flowing through their own mind, but inside it's me who I really want to be. I'm trying to take this time to unwind, but this time is hard. This time I can't really get to the places that I want to be, because it's the enemy inside of me. And that is the one that's really against me. I'm fighting a battle that's spiritually. And I'm trying to see the waves, but my eyes won't allow me to see. I have to open up my world to new possibilities and see that the young kid in me is starving for new eternity. It's a blind man's game, but you gotta learn how to be something strong. It's a cold world out there, and sometimes it'll leave you on your own. But you gotta understand that you have the power within, so you can always stay strong. And this life and this journey just might leave you alone. Remember that. It's a fact. But it's okay, because life will always bring you back. Enjoy it and understand it. Cope with it. Because a lot of things always happen in your life. But understand me, you can understand it. Know your heart, live your life, and love your people. Bless.